my fourth graders. So nice that you guys have been working on this worksheet to understand 1-point perspective, but I wanted to have a moment to go over it with you to make sure that you can check your answers and know that you have done it properly. The first page is the shapes in 1-point perspective, or your first page might be the letters in 1-point perspective, but let's go over these shapes first. I have highlighted the corners where you need to draw lines from with red, so you can check your answers by pausing the screen and looking at this now. But then I want to show you how you need to connect with your ruler or a straight edge from the corner red dot all the way down to the circle in the middle. Boys and girls, I can tell when you are not using a straight edge and when you are just free drawing with your pencil down to the dot. That defeats the purpose. We need to be practicing using our ruler because the assignments we are doing currently require us to have those straight lines. Now you'll notice that I have also done the lines that make the shape stop. I call them the cutoff lines. And the way that we do these cutoff lines, and I'm going to demonstrate here on this second page, is first what you do is, of course, we identify the corners where we need to connect to the dot. The way that I know that these are the corners to connect is because if I take my ruler and I put it from corner to dot, I can see that the line does not go through the shape. Now, if I were to go down to this corner at the bottom, I will see that if I draw my line from my dot to my corner, this line is going to go through my shape as if my shape was X-ray invisible, but my shape is not. It is not invisible. In fact, something that really helps me to know that my shape is not invisible is to first color it in all the way. So if I'm struggling with these letters of art, something I do is just color these in to make it seem like these are blocked in. You cannot go through these letters. So I do not go through this corner to get to my center dot. But what I do is these three that are on the outside of my shape. Now, to make my shape stop and not go into infinity of this dot is I am going to look at the actual line of my shape, and then I am going to do the same direction on the outside here inside of this triangle. And how I do that is I make it easy on myself. I actually take that red line of my ruler, if you have a ruler at home, and line it up with the line of my shape and then draw the line. Because many of us will draw a line like this, which is not how it goes, or even a little bit like this going towards the dot. But we want our line to be exactly the same up and down as the line of our shape. Let's go over how to do that with these art letters. So for example, I need to be doing, let's do the A first. I need to do these. And let's connect these quickly, just at the top. Now, ooh, that was a little crooked. Now this line at the top of my A is straight up and down. So I can make the cutoff line or the stopping line straight. But this line right here is a little bit at an angle. So I need to continue this line, but over here at this angle. Now it is the same angle as that diagonal of the shape. We always follow the line of the shape. So if this line is straight up and down, I need to make this line straight up and down. Now, some of you struggled with this line right here, and you're saying, well, it's on the inside of the letter, but it starts by being on the outside of the letter. And it can also have cutoff lines on the inside because this letter is going, all of this and this is going back into space as well. Same with this dot down here. Goes back, but I can cut it off the same way that I did this part up here. So boys and girls, I'm going to go ahead and display for you real quick all of the answers one more time so that you can check yours. So here is this page. And then there is the letters. And then there is this page, if you have the one with the art, the hexagon, the star, and the square. And then the very last one is the buildings. Some of you have different buildings on your paper, but this is the one I have to show you. Some of you struggled with this piece of paper, this example, because you thought that the lines needed to go into the center dot like our other ones, but these ones actually go out to the outside of the paper. So check that you have done this one properly as well. Okay, boys and girls, I'm hoping that I can see these uploaded to Artsonia if you have taken the time to do it. That way I can check to see that you are doing it properly and understand how to move on to the next step. All right, boys and girls, see you soon.